How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with, a little bit of new brewery time in the form of Kros Strain, Kros with a K-R-O-S, kind of like Crisscross, the old rap group from when I was in high school, gonna make you jump and shit. It's their Juice and Desist. This is a hazy double IPA coming in from La Vista, Nebraska, courtesy of my boy Jesse. Thank you very much for sending this off. Kind of excited to dive into this sucker. New brewery time. It's always a good time. So let's do it. Let's not fiddle around. Let's just dive into sucker. See what she's got. So yeah. Just finished doing a couple live mystery beers with the guys from No Hype and Nerd Sense. So we're going to dive in. This is big old hazy. That's dark. Has a little bit of oxidation kind of darkness going on, but it could just be a really kind of sweet forward residual sugar kind of double IPA. Label-wise, that's cool. It's a hop. It's breaking out of jail, and it has its wiener covered in a black bar. So, what do you want me to say? I don't hate it. And as far as that goes, yeah, I mean, it's rich, it's thick. It looks like turkey gravy, but it just leans a little bit more in that kind of darker, malty territory where sometimes you're kind of like, okay, there's probably oxidation at play here. We'll see what's what. But she looks the part of a big old hazy. What's the ABV on this sucker? Double IPA, 9.4. Holy shit. Okay. So that's why it looks dark. It is pretty much a triple IPA. Let's dive in. Now, there's definitely some oxidation going on here. A decent amount because, I mean, at 9.4%, I'd expect a big punch from this beer. But I'm getting a little bit of subtle citrus hops that's backed by a big herbal component. That's kind of your oxidation at play. A little bit of bittering, a little bit of sweet. Done and done. There's really not much to the nose. It does smell like it has a bit of time on it. It does smell like it has a bit of oxidation going on with that kind of herbally spicy hop. I was kind of leading in a subtle little bit of kind of wet paper thing going on. Might work out though. We'll see what's what. Dive in. Cheers. Ooh, that's sweet. It's sweet and it's very, very herbally, tannic, tea-like kind of bittering. So there's a decent amount of oxidation going on. Here's a weird thing, though, is that I could see a brewery doing this kind of stuff on purpose. So I'm really going to have to kind of go online and kind of see what this beer is all about, because it does come off very much like an old school C-hopped beer. You know, Cascade, Chinook, those kind of hops. Sometimes I can confuse those a little bit with beers that are supposed to be new school, supposed to be juicy, but end up being kind of knocked down to its kind of base level from a bit of oxidation. It ends up coming off more of a West Coast IPA kind of. But it lacks that kind of resonance to it. So it's like almost like a hazy European ESB, Imperial ESB kind of thing going on the way it kind of comes off. It's very, very sweet. 9.4%, no fucking shit, Sherlock, right there. There is a citrus component. There's a grapefruit component. There is a fruit component that's there, but it's definitely way less than that kind of herbally, tannic, kind of tea-like kind of hop. Nice mouthfeel to it. Done and done. Yeah, I don't know, actually. I don't know if this is meant to be this way, and that's weird. Because usually, let's put it this way. Gun to my head, I'm betting this is oxidized. But I could see kind of, you know, a brewery doing this on purpose. So what does that say? It says I don't think it's an overall negative beer, even if it is oxidized. It's bringing something to the table that's fun. A little bit too sweet for me, but again, 9.4%. Expecting a sweet beer here. Just ends up being a little bit kind of not West Coast enough to be West Coast, not East Coast enough to be East Coast. Kind of somewhere floating in the middle. Impactful, but the hops come off in an old school kind of British hop kind of way that rarely people use. So that kind of leads me to believe there might not be doing it on purpose, but I've never heard of this brewery before. Kros Strain makes me think maybe they're doing it on purpose. Maybe they're fucking with the beer and doing like old school styling with new school influence. I don't know. But it's fine. It's okay. If this is what it is meant to be, which I don't think it is, it's interesting and it's worth a drink. If this is the way it oxidized, this is the way it aged, I think it aged into something that isn't horrible, but not a premier kind of effect that they're going for. Yeah. What else we got? And sweet, oxidized, herbal hop, bit of citrus coming through in the back end. Done and done. Is it one of the better double/triple IPAs I've had as of late? No. I've had, some of these beers skew in a way more specifically to my liking, I guess you would say. But I also think this is not exactly how this beer is supposed to be, so let's leave it at that. Value and availability, no idea. Jesse, let us know what's what. Leave you with if you like what we like this beer. If you, in its form right now, you'd have to like those new school West Coast hazies that have huge East Coast influences, or you like old school British ESB special bitters, but you want them to give the residual sugar hazy treatment. Drink one fresh. That's all I could say. Only problem with that is there's no date in the can, so I can't tell you if it's old or not. So it is what it is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. They're massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of a cross strain right now, and hopefully see you next time. Cheers.